So as the startup begins to mature and they have a product and solution in place, really the next step of how we can actually help them is help them gain access to customers. And I think this is where the Microsoft's traditional strength with our enterprise customers really helps startups, because they get access to be able to co-sell and to our enterprise customers, and in some cases co-innovate with us together with our product teams.
My name is Samuel Anyaile, CEO of the Mobile Prof. When you last came, we didn't have our mobile e-library. Now we have our mobile e-library, which fortunately a lot of people are even keen about. They want to mimic the same thing that we did for them, and it's opening up an unexpected new market for us. So we're now more focused on, instead of just beginner trainers, we're also teaching advanced people how to use advanced tech people how to use mobile phones to augment their work and to carry their work around. Basically, we build all of the different systems that connect together to make that mobile library work. So we have the tablets, which are the client system. So instead of having a computer that consumes all that energy and the UPS connected to it, that without electricity, without your generator, you can power, you have that tablet that consumes very little energy. And we also have a server that we can load content on. When we load content on the server, there's none of the client devices that are on the internet. So all of the client devices are collecting content from the server. So if it's in a school environment, for example, we can put together an e-library and an examination practice portal. So as your students are watching Khan Academy videos, physics, biology, and all of that, they're also practicing JAM, WAEC, and other examinations. So they're studying and practicing at the same time. And you're not paying for internet connection, because none of the devices are connected to the internet. You have a server that holds a lot of content, and you're also not paying for a lot of power, because most of it is powered by solar. So it enables you to create a holistic system, especially within schools, that allow you to still deliver content to your students, but at very little maintenance maintenance costs. There were some specific economic challenges. There is the more not in our control ones, and there were other ones within our control. True, the demand for mobile learning is huge, especially here, because most young people have mobile phone, but they don't have a PC. The challenge with that market is it's a market that doesn't have a lot of funds, because it's the funds that was even limiting them from getting the laptops in the first place. So you have a situation where you are making impacts, but you're not generating enough revenue to sustain that business model. So that's the reason why we had to go for advanced classes. At least for these advanced people, the mobile is not the only device that they're operating with. However, the mobile enables them to go to move around and not carry their life's devices around. We are surviving on training, so we are instead of just doing generic training, we're actually doing corporate training. Sometimes we have a team of people from a company, and we can train the team collectively. So instead of just doing individuals coming in to learn using their mobile phones, we now target tech teams and then bill for the team to come and upskill on mobile. There is a tech part of that upskilling, and there is the non-tech part of that upskilling. Some companies might come in, and what they want is for their staff to know how to use Microsoft 365 on the mobile, for example, so everybody can generate documents, work with Excel on the go. So we do those kind of corporate trainings. Financial situations have changed because of the pivot to more advanced learners and corporate bodies that would send in teams. Opportunities for investments, thankfully, have also changed, because now we have a model, an e-library model that we are using as a basis for replicating the same energy efficient tablet only system across multiple spaces. So that creates a unique opportunity for investments to come in, not on our training model, but on creating those mobile e-libraries for different setups. That's a great opportunity for investment.
So Africa is like one of the most untapped markets in the world. I feel like it's the last kind of untapped place in the world, and it's growing exponentially. But you need partners and you need relationships from other folks that have things that you don't have. And so Africa doesn't have everything to sustain itself. And so when you don't have something, you have to partner with the right people in the right way in order to build up the middle class, to have education. I think the challenge becomes when people sign 20, 30-year contracts and then start to give away. But I think people are getting smarter now and signing shorter term contracts, negotiating more. But partnership is extremely important with US, Europe, and even China.
I'm Nishing Israel, the CEO and the founder of Kwanda Labs. Kwanda Labs is a research company that is founded in 2019 for the purpose of solving social issues and problems through scientific research and applied science. So the most thing inspired me, the most inspiration I get from the people who work in my company is, first of all, is the mission and the vision. Once we have the same vision and mission, it creates something in a society where we feel the same. We feel the same in putting our feet in the shoes of our clients. We understand the problems in the same way. We work together for solving the problems, and also following the dreams, not following the money. Right now I'm excited about these wireless switches, looking the world in the future where there is no cables, where there is no batteries, where there is no hesitating about about complaining how I'm going to charge. My company is needed in Africa, because what I hope is we are Pan-African. We have to love our Africa, and also we have to love our generations. Here, what I'm doing right now is adding value. I've been more tired for using things from outside our country. So the benefit my continent has from my company is this: I'm creating something new, something which is going to add value. We are creating new jobs. We are bringing value through the product made in Africa. There are almost like 3 things I always fear of in my company. The first thing is to fail to solve the problem I see, and to solve the problem my client has. The second thing I fear of always is about losing the trust in the market. So how I want to see the picture of my company being successful is where my company is going to be having big share in Africa, and also thousands of jobs created by my company. There are many jobs are going to be created in the field of ICT and technology. The way I look the future of 10 years from today, already Rwanda has already become tech hub in Africa. Rwanda depends on what I've seen in different countries. So 10 years from now is where Rwanda is going to be more center of Africa for production, research, and development. My company has benefited more because when you take a look at like Microsoft and also those other big companies, they are making the new products with new technology. And also the most new technology coming up right now is coming up with the technology fitting with my technology. So like 5 years ago, I was making wireless charging, but it was requiring me to bring and to embed new technology in the existing phone. Africa is no longer still the continent of disease, continent of death, continent of terrible things, fighting and killing each other. But everyone right now is realizing that Africa is the continent of blessing, continent of people with full of opportunities. I believe company can go and move on without any support from those big companies.
How?
The first thing, you have to understand what you do. Secondly, you have to know the level you are. Once you believe as an entrepreneur that you can start small and fly high. Today you are on this level, tomorrow you're going to be on the high level. Rwanda has political strategy called Made in Rwanda, local made. The ambition and target of this project is enhancing the ability of Africans to solve their problems, because we know Africa is ours. And also they give value youth so that we can do it. And also we can't keep importing while our youth, our child, our population can make themselves. So after satisfying the market need here in Rwanda, we are going to export our product to another countries.